right, Wolf Bear Records is here with the Red Sun. How are y'all doing today?
Doing pretty good.
Quite well.
How about yourself?
I'm doing good. So tell me a little bit about your band.
Well, I mean, as you can very clearly tell, we're the Red Sun, right? We're a bunch of 14, 15. How old is Elliot? 17?
We're from ages 4 to 17. Or
14
to
to
17.
4 to 17, okay.
We have a dog. He's the band dog. That's why the age is so low.
Yeah, that's true. Except
he's gone now.
2.5. But
sorry, 2.5.
3.
So I heard you're from Dickinson, Texas, right?
Yes.
Yeah, around the area.
Nice. Okay, so you're local then.
Yeah, we're a local band.
So you guys doing a lot of venues?
No. COVID-19 kind of just like killed that.
Yeah, no, not as of late.
Barge 295 has been supplying us with shows throughout COVID. God bless open area venues.
Yeah.
Keeping it alive.
So, okay, well that made a hinder on the music. How are you guys dealing with that with school?
I'm online still.
We are not online still.
Yeah, I went back in person recently.
It's kind of difficult, but
yeah.
Everything's a little weird. You don't really you don't get to like socialize as much.
Yeah, there are some classes where you can't learn the content how they like require you,
right? Because
COVID regulations and stuff. So like there's like in-person labs you can't do because it's close contact, blah blah blah. It's just harder overall.
Is there a lot of now I know a lot of kids are getting bullied, even if they have the sniffles and they have to stay out of school for 14 days. I heard there's a lot of bullying with kids picking on each other, saying that, you were out of school, but you had COVID.
Yeah, I feel like, so I'm in CCISD, and especially at Springs, I don't think we've had a lot of that, but I could definitely say that is happening at a lot of schools.
Yeah.
A lot of people are getting sent home to quarantine for 14 days. They're doing a lot of contact tracing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
It makes it really hard to do your schoolwork, though, because being kicked out of school for so long, and even if you got a sinus infection, they send you home anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
It's terrible. I can't learn online personally, so I haven't been quarantined yet, but.
No, they are.
Definitely.
Lucky you.
Right.
It's definitely difficult to do it online because the amount of work they give you is equal to the people that are in person.
Right.
It's just harder to interpret the information that they give during class.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure the computer would probably be harder than in class because the teachers can't really teach you as well as they can in person.
Yeah, I feel like the teachers just can't make connections with their students over online school. It's not really the same.
Yeah, so I actually went back for the second grading period, and I went back in person for that. But during the first grading period, I was online, and it's like you don't have any connections with your teachers other than like the occasional Zoom because you have like a major test you have to be there for to make sure you don't somehow cheat. But
right.
It's just not the same. It's really not. That's why I moved back.
So how did y'all come up with the name Red Sun?
We thought that it sounded cool.
Yeah, I was like, you know what? I just had like a random idea. I was looking at the sky, right? And it was like that. It was like that sunset, like orangish color. And I was like, man, the sun's pretty bright. And then it kind of just came to me. There's not really like a reason to it. It's like, man, yes, blah blah blah, and da da da. It's like, yeah, I just thought it sounded cool. It came to me.
It has no deep connection or purpose.
Yeah, it's just a cool name.
Well, I like it. It's kind of neat.
Thank you.
Yeah. Is it?
I heard it's cool, so I like it.
Yeah.
So y'all come up with merch yet?
We've sold it before in the past, but only to people like close to us.
Yeah,
members and friends.
I mean that was realistically who bought it, but I mean we had merch in the past. We only did like one short run of it, but other than that, I mean we were looking to do it sometime, and then COVID kind of came in.
Yeah.
So we were like,
it's just kind of pushed everything back.
Yeah.
Okay, now before COVID hit, when you were getting gigs, I mean, did they frown upon you, playing at, especially at bars and stuff?
Not really.
It's
I didn't notice it anyway.
We get
Yeah.
X's on our hands. I still have X's on my hands
From what?
from Scout Bar.
Oh.
But yeah, I mean, most venues don't really care. Once they hear us, they're usually fine with it. But sometimes at the beginning, they're a little like.
Yeah, they're like,
Who invited these kids?
Right.
Yeah.
Why are these kids here?
It's really weird. We're usually the only kids.
Yeah.
Nobody to talk to.
Right. Except for each other.
Yeah.
So you played at Scout Bar?
I haven't, but my drum teacher used to be the drummer for the Hunger, and they were doing a big release, and I got to go. But yeah, Scout Bar is definitely on my list of places I want to play.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, who are you guys' influences?
Oh, my main reason for starting guitar is because Stevie Vai, his guitar, the one with like the hand grip on it, the hole in it, it just made me want that. That was like my dream guitar, and I got it already. So that's what mainly I wanted to play like him, so I bought his guitar, and so on and so forth. Now I'm here.
Yeah, my main inspiration for music in general, like there's a couple bands I listen to, and I'm just like, man, yeah, those are good. But there's a select handful of bands like, you know what, these are like my bands. Just like, this is what I listen to. I'd say definitely Weezer. I'm a big fan of Weezer. That's a little too much to be proud of, in my opinion. Yeah, I like Weezer. We'll keep it at that.
Right.
How about
I
you?
think that my main influence is my drum teacher, because before I even knew he was ever in the Hunger, because he's a family friend, and I didn't want to play drums at first like that. I had no interest in it whatsoever, but my parents made me take a lesson, and I just he made me fall in love with it.
That's awesome. So
Yeah.
how long you guys been playing?
I've been playing for, I think, I'm on my third year, almost fourth. I think around Christmas time will be my fourth year playing guitar.
This will be my 7th or 8th year of playing drums.
I've been actually singing for around, what is it? There'll be 3, I think it makes 3 years around this time.
Wow, that's nice. You guys have an album out?
No.
That's the good thing about COVID is it's given us a lot more time to write original music. So we're working on it. But it's also it's a learning process, because none of us have really written original music before, so it's something that's kind of new that we get to learn. So.
Yeah.
So who's the writer out of the bunch?
Pardon?
Who's the writer out of the bunch?
Probably Andrew.
Yeah, I tend to bring more ideas that come to fruition, but we all kind of bring our own little fills.
Yeah.
Right. I think we usually try to start with the words. I think that's, personally for me, that's the easiest thing to build everything else around. So Andrew's definitely the best at writing words and coming up with words.
Yeah.
So
Dialects are mainly my thing.
right.
Yeah, I usually try to come up with a bass line, not bass, just a set of chords, and I was like, you know what, this works. Found the key. We can start making a melody, start making lyrics around that. I think I definitely think it's easier to start with the sound before you actually get into the lyrics, because the lyrics, they have to match the sound. Well, in my opinion, they have to unless you're going for the opposite tone, they should match the sound, in my opinion.
So basically, you start with the drums and the instruments before you go to the lyrics.
Yeah.
Find a key, make lyrics, make a vocal melody within that key, and start building.
Yeah, I think we've done it different. The 2 songs that we've written, I think on our first one, we started more with the words and kind of built everything else around it.
Yeah.
And Too Far Gone, which is our second one, we started with guitars.
Yeah.
And then I think it's easier to not start with drums or bass, but guitar or vocals is probably what it's easiest to start with.
One of my other inspirations is the Foo Fighters. Dave Grohl, he said he was told this. I think it was backstage or something as he was like writing a song. But like one of his managers told him, a song isn't a song, like a good song, unless it can be boiled down to an acoustic guitar and vocals. And I think that really resonated with me because I mean, it stands true. All of my songs I write can be played on an acoustic guitar. In fact, I write most of them on an acoustic guitar.
So name some of the places that you really like to go play at.
I mean, I think I already said this, but Scout Bar is on my list of places I want to play at.
I want to play White Oak main stage again. That was
yeah,
awesome.
I really
Yeah.
want to play White Oak Main Stage some more.
We did that
Once.
Yeah, once.
Yeah.
We played on the side stage a bunch, but the main stage is different.
It's
Yeah.
really, they really go crazy with the lights.
Yeah,
Barge 295 was a good one.
yeah,
I mean, we've already
Definitely.
played there, but
yeah. I'd love to play there some more.
yeah,
It's a good venue.
They have a really cool outside stage and like outdoor area.
And I remember when it first got set up, they really shaped it into something. It's a lot different. Like,
Oh, the White Oak outside stage. That I really.
oh
think
yeah,
that
no,
would
I'd
be
love to
so
play the
cool.
White Oak Acid
It's
stage.
too cold for that already.
Right.
It's too late.
Yeah, that's definitely summertime stage.
Right, but we played Screamfest last Halloween, and that was so cold. Like we all had hot
Yeah.
hands in our pockets, like before we played, and we were just trying to warm up our hands. It was so cold.
Yeah, it was cool. To put it at the very least, it was cool.
You know, I used to live in Ohio, and I just moved here 2 years ago.
Oh wow, I bet that's a big difference in weather.
It is. You guys were telling me, like, I was outside the other night. It was like 40 degrees out or 46 or something. And everybody was bundled up in blankets and sitting by. And I was like out in shorts and a t-shirt. And everybody was saying, you're not cold.
The cold for southern Texas, like that's as low as I don't even like the 40s, like 60s. That's like ideal temperature, 60s, 70s. I hate the cold so much.
Yeah, I don't mind the cold. I kind of like it sometimes. I'd rather be overly cold than hot. But it gets to a point with the wind chill and just like the wind going against you, where it's just too much. It's too much.
Like your hands get like cold and they
Yeah, like-
trail up.
You feel it in your bones.
Yeah, I bet.
That's why I moved here, because my bones were aching. I mean, I had a 120-degree difference up in Ohio, from 95 in the summer to negative 30 in the winter.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then down here, I mean, you're only getting like about 50-degree difference.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely nicer here.
Like I think the lowest it's gotten, it's usually like in December the lowest it gets is like in the 30s.
Yeah.
I think we've gotten the 20s sometimes, but not very often.
We got snow last year.
Yeah,
I
but
believe.
2 years
it was
ago.
only like 30.
It was 2
It
years
was
ago.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
I thought it happened again that.
Mm-hmm. It was a lot of sleet and hail.
Yeah, that's what it was.
I don't even know.
I heard right before I moved here that it snowed, but it was gone by noon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And the schools were like, no, we're not gonna let you out.
Right.
The one snow day you get in probably the decade. We're just not
In
gonna
a
let you out.
lifetime, really.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, it's
My lifetime here.
I'm not gonna lie, it snows on November up in Ohio, and you don't see the green or the grass until like April, March.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
It's snow all year round, 6 months.
That's why I just want to stay here. I don't really like the snow that much. It's pretty, but then you're just cold.
Well, I'm so used to driving in it.
Right. That sounds like I can't even imagine that.
It is fun to pelt your siblings with snowballs, though.
I know. So whose puppy is that?
This
That is Andrew's
Andrew's
puppy.
dog.
Yeah.
He's the band dog.
Yeah, certified band dog. He's been at every practice.
This is in all our songs. He knows them all.
The noise don't bug him?
He can even sing them a bit, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You got this dog, right?
No, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't.
Look at you like, what?
He doesn't talk. He doesn't.
He's cute, so we keep him.
Right.
I'm surprised like the drums don't bother him.
I know, me too. That's what, like, the first time I was over here, he just, even when we have, like, the speakers going or, like, we're listening to a song, he doesn't care. He's just,
Yeah.
He's chilling.
Yeah, he just chills.
Don't lick my feet. That's gross.
So you said you guys are, since you got COVID going on, you guys are working on an album?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a slow process.
I mean, I think we have a little bit of content to drop, like an EP right now. It's just like
Maybe.
it's like a small, like, short little release. I think about like 3-4 songs, but or at least I have things I could pull out, but
Right.
they're not very done yet. So
Not complete.
yeah, I don't. I'm a perfectionist, so I don't like to present things to them until I'm like 100% on
I
them.
am exactly the same way.
Well,
Alright.
I tell you what, nowadays everybody's going with EPs versus albums.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah,
Because
smaller releases.
they don't have like the discs anymore, so there's really no point in having an album. They just like choose the individual song that they want to listen to and they put that on.
Well, that and the
Yeah.
attention span's gotten shorter these years.
Yeah, it definitely has. I mean, I have a playlist that's like 30-something hours. I listen to like the same 5 songs on it.
Yeah.
And I'll only listen to like 5 at a time, even though I have 30
Right.
hours of music
That's
on
why
it.
people are going that route because, like you said, there's only like a certain amount of songs on the album that you listen to. So,
Right.
so anyway, I don't know if I just recently started my record label this year. I got
That's good.
4 artists underneath of me. I've got 27 songs that I get 50% off of.
Wow.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
2 people are from Ohio, and another one's in Missouri.
That's amazing. Yeah, you got people from all over.
Wow.
Yep. The one just actually dropped. Actually, 2 of them just dropped. One was an EP, and the other one dropped an album. As a matter of 3 weeks ago.
We need to get on top of our stuff. We're just
Definitely.
we're slacking a little bit. It's kind of hard. I mean,
I'm
but
also,
We've been trying to find a bassist for some time now before we can. Yeah, we like just got our new bassist. He's not here with us right now, but
yeah.
he's somewhere.
yeah, I'm also starting a radio station too on my website.
Oh, that would be
Nice.
fun.
It's all I'm playing is local band stuff. I'm not going to be playing anything that's already on FM stations. It's only on like the bands that are in between. They're trying to get their music out there, but they're not all the way there. So that's the kind of music that I'm playing.
We definitely need more radio stations like that.
Yeah.
I feel like there's not very many of them, and
No, there's not.
I mean,
Yeah.
like, if your song blows up enough, there's a chance that it'll get like a small little feature on, like the Rob Ryan show, because they sometimes will promote local bands that are popping up right now. But other than that, your chances are pretty slim to get on a radio station now.
Right.
Do something right way.
Now, obviously, I'm just like any other, band. I'm new, so nobody really knows I'm out there yet.
right.
Yeah.
So I'm getting there. Like I got 2,800 people that follow me on Facebook.
That's amazing.
Wow. That's
For just starting, I didn't think that was too horrible.
Right. That's
Yeah.
amazing for just starting. Like,
for just start pretty good.
I do a lot of advertising for myself, and I post every day about my bands and stuff that I do. And
that's the way to do it.
It's good. Yeah, keeping it honest. That's how you grow.
so, anything else you want to add about yourselves?
I mean, got any hobbies you want to talk about?
This is like my only hobby.
Tell me about your hobbies.
School and guitar is like my only 2 responsibilities in life.
Yeah.
So get good grades, do good at guitar, learn my songs, be done.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much all.
I have a goat. I raise a goat. So.
Are you really?
She does have a goat.
She does have a goat.
Okay.
I'm in FFA, so.
Yeah, I participate in theater at my school, but COVID kind of said no to the district musical, so I didn't get to do that this year.
Yeah, I play a little bit of viola in my orchestra class at school, but again, COVID, exactly
Yeah.
what Andrew said, kind of just killed it.
Yeah.
Has the school ever actually had things to where you could actually play it?
I turn in basically recordings of me playing the pieces that I would play at the show, and then I turn them in for my 9 weeks grade, and that's the one grade all like semester.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah, COVID's just kind of like destroyed the normals. It's just,
Yeah. Back last year, whenever it was like the COVID lockdown after spring break, that's how I was doing online theater. It was like, okay, here's a monologue, practice it, and send me a video of yourself doing the monologue. I'm like, okay.
that's how we did theater too.
Yeah.
I see everything's going online.
Yeah.
You got to watch everything online now.
Yeah.
It's
Video lessons are better. My dad is my personal tutor, so that's basically how I get through trigonometry and geometry and all that stuff.
Well,
yeah.
that's kind of cool.
So it's actually a conspiracy plot.
Right.
I'm just what?
Open the window.
got it.
What? Oh, open the window. Oh,
Yeah.
that's
More light. Come on. Yeah. Yeah, you got
Okay, we're back.
it. Yeah. How was that?
That was good.
Yeah, good job, guys.
can't hear everything. I have my earplugs in.
Yes, earplugs in.
I put them in because I didn't want to blow my ears. I don't want tinnitus.
I'm going deaf already. I wouldn't be surprised. Wouldn't be surprised if the doctor was like, yeah, you're going deaf. I was like, oh, yeah, sounds about right.
Life of a musician.
Where are your earplugs?
Definitely.
Lesson number 1.
Wear earplugs when you're in a band, huh?
Right.
Yeah.
Or if you just don't want to listen to your bandmates.
Never know when someone's gonna bang out that minor circuit and your ears just die.
Yeah. It's a dangerous thing. Minor second. Your ears.
I'm looking at you.
Okay.
I play minor second.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having us.
having us.
Hey, where can people find your music at?
YouTube.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram.
I don't think we have any published music, but if you want updates for the band, you can check us out on Instagram, Facebook, and our website. I'll get to the website here in a second. At The Red Sun Official, and our website is theredsunofficial.com.
All right.
Professional.
He's memorized it.
Yeah, I swear I remember it in my sleep sometimes. Check out The Red Sun.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for joining me.
Yeah, thanks
Thank
for
you
having
again
us.
for having us.
Anytime.
All right. So I'll check in with you guys later. Have a good one.
You too.
You have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Sorry that I couldn't be who you wanted me to be. Don't know why you act surprised. I'm like this all the time. I don't know why you don't have a clue. I just can't see. Let this through to you. You can't take me. I'm too far gone. You can't take me. You know all those things I